Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if you're considering trying to figure out, well, how do I get one of these? Okay, what this is a convenience check from Wells Fargo. Okay, now the reason I'm bringing this up because this can be a double-edged sword. Okay, and I'm gonna explain that to you in a minute, right? But first, understanding about Wells Fargo. Okay, Wells Fargo personal loans. All right, this is your best one. All right, now here's the reason why. With Wells Fargo personal loans, they go from 3,000 up to 100,000. Okay, now I have seen people with more than 7 inquiries get approved for their personal loans. All right, now here's the thing about it. I want you all to understand. Wells Fargo will give you a personal loan without the hard pull on the credit if you do not, if you have an existing account with them. You can possibly still get this personal loan. Now, do Wells Fargo have personal loans for bad credit? Yeah, but it's a small dollar loan. All right, it's less than $1,000. Okay, so you don't want that one. What you want to do, you want to get your credit score up so that you can get between 3,000 and 100,000. All right, and I'm gonna show you some of the loans that you may want to use that don't report to the credit file to actually help pay down your revolving debt to boost up your credit score. Now, with Wells Fargo, again, you need a 660 credit score. They do Experian FICO 9. Now, the interesting thing about this is actually you can actually get that with no docs. Now, with a 660, okay, pulling on your Experian FICO 9, this is where this can be be a big advantage for you. Now, let me explain that so you understand. All right. The way you get this is with one of their credit cards, right? So the best card that you want to get in order to get approved for this is the Wells Fargo Reflect card. Now, here's the reason why, so you understand. The Wells Fargo Reflect card goes up to 21 months of 0% interest, okay? As a matter of fact, on the active card, most of the cashback card, most of the Wells Fargo cards, you may get this here. If you already have an existing credit card with them, they may send you this in the mail. All right. Now, for those of you that actually know how to flip money, then this can be a big advantage for you. All right. Now, here's the thing about it. They give you on the Wells Fargo Reflect. That's the best card you want to get because it gives you 21 months of no interest in purchases. All right. Now, here's another good thing about, since you have that 660, you go for the personal loan. If you apply for that credit card in that same 30 days, it's only the one hard pull. Okay. It's only the one hard pull. Now, adding to that, the next thing, let's just say, on the credit card, they only give you 10,000. Well, you can actually call them up and you can request to see if they'll increase that credit limit up to 15 or 20,000. Okay. Now, I would tell you, I would not just be, go for a ridiculous amount like the maximum 50,000. I would keep it conservative between 15 to 20,000. All right. So then that way with the personal loan, let's just say they give you 30,000 on the personal loan and then they give you 20,000 with the credit card. So what I would do is with this here, and as a matter of fact, when you get approved for that credit card, what you can do, you can actually request that they transfer that balance over to your active checking account. All right. Now, of course, they do charge a transactional fee. All right. They charge a transactional fee to do that. However, you'll be able to have cash right then and there. And again, the good part about this is that because it is a FICO 9 scoring. That means that you can add your authorized users. That means that you can add your rental payments as well as your your utility bills. Okay? Now, like I said, with the authorized user, you have to be very careful because all authorized users are not the same because they don't pick up the history date. Okay? And that's very important in order to help you boost up your credit score. Now, like I was telling you, in reference to other loans, in order for you to get up to that 660, all right, the other loans that you may want to look at is like low credit finance. Now, they go up to $50,000. The interest rates with low credit finance is 5.99 up to 35.99. All right. Now, the reason why you want to look at that loan is because they use tribal lenders in their system as well. It's a platform, so it has an ecosystem of different lenders. However, when they're looking at the credit, this loan would not show up on the personal credit, which is a plus for you because if you're able to get that loan, you can use that to pay down your revolving credit. Okay. And by you paying down your revolving credit, your credit score goes up. All right. And then this also puts you in position to where you're able to go after that Wells Fargo personal loan. Now, here's something else. You have max personal loans. They go up to $50,000. Now, with max personal loans, they're not in all 50 states. However, they are a direct lender dealing with the tribal lenders. Now, with max personal loan, their interest rates is definitely going to be much higher than low credit finance. Okay. Now, if you need a smaller loan that's more concentrated with a tribal lender and stuff like that, you may look at Credit Fresh. Okay. So with Credit Fresh, they'll give you a line of credit, which is different from the loan, but it's $5,000. So that means when you apply for this loan and you pay it down, you can reuse that loan without reapplying for it. Okay, so that's Credit Fresh line of credit, $5,000. Then you also have Credit Cube. Okay, so with Credit Cube, they give you $5,000 and they're a direct tribal lender as well. All right. So that's the reason why I continue to tell you guys this is a strategy. Now, there's one other loan that's a zero interest free loan that I always tell people to get, especially if you work a job. And that loan is through your employer. Okay. And what that means is that you're going to file your W-4 and that's going to file exempt, tax exempt. So that means that they'll stop taking any federal income taxes out of your check. That way you can bring home a bigger paycheck. That way you can pay down some of your revolving debt so your credit score can go back up. All right. So this is the play that I would actually leverage in order to get approved for more loans. Okay. Especially with Wells Fargo. As a matter of fact, this Wells Fargo personal loan as well as this here loan, because Navy Federal does not give you convenience checks. Many people know with Navy Federal, if they approve you, especially like they're good with approving you for a $25,000 credit card with bad credit. However, they don't give you convenience checks. The way around that, however, is that if they give you a $25,000 credit card, making sure it's a Visa MasterCard, then you can use their prepaid Go card and transfer the balance from your credit card over to that card and use it like a debit card. And then you can get money orders, you can get cash or whatever to be able to access that money and use it how you need to. All right. So I hope this video helps you. If you have any question about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.